Oh, and it's always a good day when our guy 98 is in the house, Maxx Crosby. And Max, the important stuff first. Baby's good, fiance's good, life is good for number 98 off the field.
Yes, it's great.
Good.
Baby's healthy. Fiance's happy. Got family coming to town, for Thanksgiving. So thankful for a lot of things.
Good, good, good. I was thinking back to Sunday, and I was trying to think. I was racking my brain to see if you'd ever had more impactful back-to-back plays, because we go force fumble and then block field goal, literally back-to-back. Like, have you had a back-to-back? I know you've had some crazy days at the office, but I was just trying to think of in that quick rapid fire.
No, I don't. That was the first time in my life I've, got my, as a defender, you don't get to touch the football often. You know what I mean? But being able to affect the ball, force a fumble, then get a hand on a field goal back-to-back, I've never done that. But it was really cool. There's a lot of different, games I could think of that were impactful, but I feel like the moments, and when we needed it, that was some of the biggest, timely plays I've had.
And it's just in terms of filling up the stat sheets, too, we talk about the multiple sacks, just being active, being around the ball, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, the big plays with the fumble, the forced fumble, the block field goal, it almost feels like, and I know that you're not a Warriors guy, but when Klay Thompson or Steph Curry are just lock in and they just black out, and whatever they touch is going to turn to gold. It felt similar to that on Sunday for you a little bit.
Yeah, every time I go on the field, my preparation leading up to the game, I make sure I don't leave any stone unturned. So when it comes to my pass rush moves, when it comes to the little details in the run game, running to the ball, all the smallest details during the week and doing the extra conditioning and doing my grip work, every little thing is giving me the best chance I possibly have going into a game. So, my confidence level going into any game it's at an all-time high right now because it's been, 2 years straight of my routine that I've been doing, and it just gets stronger and stronger. So, yeah, once you get into the game, it's not going to be perfect, and I know, I'm going to get attention. So, early on, especially the Denver game, they were throwing the house at me, run and pass game. And, the main thing for me is just not getting discouraged. You never know when that play is going to come to you. You never know when it's, your time, but you just have to keep trusting your work. And, right at the end of the second half, boom, I got the forced fumble and I got the field goal. Then going into halftime, I'm I was telling everyone, I'm about to have the best half of my career. You could ask Duran all that. I'm about to go off. And I told DP, I was telling all, I'm about to go off. And I think it was the first series, I got a sack and then ended up getting another one. So, yeah, it's just, the confidence, comes from the preparation. And, I'm a big Kobe guy. So I watch his videos all the time and just listen to the mentality of the things he talks about. And my dad, it's crazy because he sent me a Kobe video right before the game too, and it was something similar, just talking about motivational type stuff. But yeah, that's how I just try to look at it. I know when you keep doing it every single day, preparation wise, when you do it all year round, I already know
literally all year round in your case.
Yeah, it's I don't just show up in OTAs. It's a year round for me, so I'm taking strides. And, I just look at it this Kobe said it, everyone's, kind of doing it at their pace. But when you go and do the extra every single day, you're just slowly separating yourself from everybody else. And that's kind of how I look at it.
Is it hard, you talk about in that Denver game, you have that realization, in the moment, yo, they're throwing everything at me. And just as a human being, when you're seeing all that, when you're not maybe having the type of success early on that you want or expect to have going into a game, is it hard to kind of stay present in that and be yo, let's take a second, let's realize what this team is trying to do to eliminate me and then make adjustments? Is it hard to kind of stay in that positive next step, this is how we're going to go do it mindset?
Definitely. I feel early in my career, that was something I really battled with because, you'll have some games, especially, as a young guy, for instance, Cincinnati game, I had 4 sacks as a rookie, and then the next couple games I didn't have any sacks, and then I'm what am I doing wrong, bro? It turns into panic mode, and then you're trying to overplay, trying to do too much. But that's just the opposite of what you have to do. You just have to trust your work, trust your preparation, trust your technique. And, just like you said, the Denver, I'm playing Denver, and, the first 15 plays are scripted, so they're going to try to do everything they can to try to mess with me. And I know that. Every team's going to do that. So for me, it's okay, I know I got to come out hot and come out ready to go, because no matter what, it doesn't matter if I make a play or not. Like, if they throw 2 tight ends at me, like, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure they don't block me. You know what I mean? Just find a way. So as the game goes on, you know, they can only bring that much attention for a certain amount of time. But after a while, like, you have to start passing the ball. You have to start doing things. You're like, okay, we can't just play the whole game trying to stop one guy. You know, coaches are, you know, they trust their guys. And for me, it's like, okay, good. I know I'm not going to get a ton of one-on-ones, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like, if I just do what I do, I'm gonna be just fine.
And you take advantage of, if it's 3, 4, however many one-on-ones it is. It's like,
Exactly.
all right, let's go eat.
Exactly. And you got to capitalize. And you don't know when that's going to be, but you got to. If you're not playing, you know, one play at a time, you're going to be overthinking and mess up your 1 or 2 reps with one-on-one. So, yeah, just trusting it.
You know, obviously we're a little past the halfway point now. First half of the season doesn't go the way that I think a lot of us thought it was gonna. But how big was Sunday's win just for the collective morale? I know that coach talked about getting a win going into a holiday week. I know that this schedule this week is kind of funky because of Thanksgiving. But, like, what was the importance of just getting a good dub against a division team?
Yeah, you know, it's huge, and especially after the way we've lost the last few games, like, such close, tough, you know, games, and you look back and it's, you know, it's the same thing. It's like how I talk about a play-by-play mindset. It's the same way. Like, we could have went, you know, after we lost to the Colts, it was another close loss. Like, you could either fall into the, you know, trap and let it keep, you know, being a ripple effect, or you just got to say, okay, you know, it is what it is, but we're going to fix it. You have to truly believe deep down that you can win games, and that's a big part of it. And Duran talked about it early in the week. Like, he pointed out on film, like, he's like, this is why we're losing. Like, watch our sideline, or watch when Max makes a play here, like, watch everybody around, or watch Denzel. Denzel got a TFL, and guys were not celebrating with each other. And I took a lot of, like, I didn't take offense to it, but, like, in a good way. Like, I take it very personal. Like, my energy all the time, like, I'm trying to get everyone going, but, like, I need to be there hyping my guys up and be, you know, and when you see it on film, you're like, okay, like, this is something that's super important. And it's just a little detail in football, like, not forgetting to have fun. Like, it's a game at the end of the day. And, like, I try to push that on my guys. And I know Duran does and Denzel. Like, you really have to go out there and have fun. Like, if you're not having fun and you're not playing for each other, you're already, you know, 10 steps behind.
It's so funny you bring that up because, you know, you talk about having that moment of realization going to watch film, and obviously the eye in the sky don't lie around anything, but, like, whenever I think of you, and this isn't me just, like, blowing smoke, but, like, I always think that, like, there's no one out there that's having more fun than you. But then I think it's interesting now to be on the other side of it and to see you be like, yo, I need to have kind of more fun. Like, it's so unique because it goes to show, like, you know, the angle that we have up there in that beautiful press box isn't necessarily the most accurate, you know, obviously we're not on the sideline in that kind of mix with you guys. It's just an interesting way to kind of look at it, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And that's, like, you know, for me, and that's something I always, like, take pride in, like, being, like you said, like, look like the guy that's having the most fun on the field. Like, I truly am. Like, it's not, like, I feel like you can realize, like, if something's not authentic. 100%. And, like, if, you know, a guy makes a play and a couple guys, slap him on the helmet, and then we just kind of walk back. It's like, you know, it's not real. Like, you got to really have 11 guys on defense playing for each other, and that passion. Like, he could watch the Denver film and be like, yeah, these guys are having fun and flying around and playing for each other and communicating on the field. Like, it's the smallest of details. So, like you said, like me, I take pride in that. Like, I love playing the game. There's nothing more like exhilarating the thrill of going out there making plays and doing it for your boys, and, like, being out there is, like, there's no better feeling. Having the crowd, like, I try to, like, I look at myself as, like, an entertainer in a way. Like, I want the fans to, like, enjoy when I play. I always want to be like that player that you watch and be like, as the kids point to, be like, damn, I want to be like him. Like, that's how I always look at it. So if I can inspire my teammates to do that and just have fun, like, you could even ask the coaches and stuff. They looked at me crazy when they first got here, because I was like, y'all need to stop being so uptight. Like, let's have fun. Like, because I'm always like, they think I'm, like, joking around, but, like, I take my job more serious than anybody. But I'm always smiling and dancing and having fun and doing my thing, because, like, I need that, because I care about, like, I take my job more serious than ever. But if I'm always serious all the time, I'm gonna drive myself nuts. Like, so when I'm on the field, like, I'm truly having so much fun.
And I think there's also, like, an appreciation in, like, just being in the moment, especially for, like, dudes like you. Like, no NFL player is going to have a 30-year career playing
No.
defensive end at an all-pro level. You know
Hell
what I
no.
mean? And so, like the fact that you get those Sundays, those Thursday nights, those Monday nights, like you have to enjoy them.
You have to, and you got like I said, this is year round for me, so I have 17 games guaranteed. Like I'm not gonna take a play for granted, and that's kind of just how I look at it.
Yeah, so I think it's the best way to look at it, right?
Best
It's the
way to
only
look at it.
the only way to look at it. Going ahead to this weekend, off to Seattle, tough place to play. Remind me, have you played in Seattle before?
Never.
This is the
Never.
first time.
Never been there. I've never even been to the city, so
Great city.
I'm fired up. I
Great
can't
city.
wait.
Really
Yeah.
good city. I know you guys won't get the toast of the town and everything,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's going to be fun for you, I think, because it is such a loud environment. Such a and it's a fun fact. The only place I've ever gotten heckled on the sidelines, Seattle. Me.
There you go. I love
Not even
that.
Maxx Crosby.
I
Me
love
walking
that.
around in a suit, trying
Minding
to
your own business.
exactly mind my own business.
Damn.
I know. Before we
I
get
love
you
that.
before we get you out of here, though, the really really important stuff. Thanksgiving is tomorrow, right?
Yes.
How do we attack the Thanksgiving plate? What is on there for Maxx? What is off there for Maxx? What are the non-negotiables? Like hit me with the deep analysis.
Yeah. Before I get to that, you know how crazy I am about my meal
I know,
prep.
and that's what I was getting. That was the first part of it. So
Yeah.
do you even get to enjoy the meal, or is it more just the friends, family, the gratitude part of it?
Yeah, so I've talked about this before, but like my cheat meal is Sunday, always after the game. So my mom is coming, she's gonna be cooking, Rachel's gonna be cooking, my sister's gonna be helping out. So I'm gonna have like an authentic like Crosby Thanksgiving once I get back from Seattle.
Okay.
But I talked to our nutrition, the nutritionists,
Yep.
the chefs and everything, and they're like, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so do you want like is there something we can do like to fit into your meal prep? Like, would you like that to have something like Thanksgiving wise? Obviously more healthy.
Sure.
It's got to be on par with my protein, fat, all that stuff. And I'm like, listen, if y'all can make that happen tomorrow, I'm 100% with it because I need stuffing, I need mac and cheese, I need turkey, I need the whole nine, cornbread, corn casserole, everything, cream corn.
It's all good.
Anything.
All the good
honestly.
stuff.
All the good stuff.
And it gives you
Thanksgiving's
something,
the best.
It is. It's the best holiday
best.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Also gives you something to look forward to now when we get back from Seattle.
100%.
Love it. Best of luck in Seattle, my friend. It's so
Yes.
good to see you. Every time I see you, it just brings a smile to my heart.